Oh, the duality of Thursday night football, where we got the Bronco going there.
I am disgusted.
There's also that. It is also really disgusting, and I feel dirty after watching that type of W. A 10-7 victory. A dub is a dub is a dub. That's great and all, but super dirty and ill-advised along the way. Broncos get it on prime time. I believe first primetime game for the throwbacks. So they did look phenomenal in the mediocre win tonight. But that's just one of many feelings that we will buck here on the Buck and Feelings post game. So, we might as well just get into it.
Every touchdown scored, our spirits ignite. Let's celebrate our boys into the night. When the whistle blows, it's all about the day. Through the highs and lows, we'll never feel shame. This is our house. Hear the fans scream, buck your feelings.
Oh, well. Hello there, Broncos country, on a late night Thursday night. I am your host of this podcast, this Buck Your Feelings podcast, Jay the Dreamweaver here. And next to me, the marathon man himself. Hour upon hour, stacking that brick. What is this? Hour 5 for you, 6 for you?
Let's see. Well,
some sort of record. I mean,
we started at 6 Central, or 5 o'clock Central or Mountain Time.
Whoa,
so
yeah,
I mean,
it's getting up there.
It's getting up there.
All that time dedicated, you got the dub. I mean, that's a nice little big deep breath, and we're all taking a deep breath after a 10-7. Disgusting victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Yes.
Johnny, how you feeling overall about that game right out of the bat?
Well, so many mixed feelings. I got a Buck feelings, and they're all mixed. And when I say that, I mean, okay, dub's the dub. Defense got it done when they needed to, just like they have been. Absolutely just showing up, showing out, and destroying the Raiders, offensively. But the offense, something is off. And I've been trying to give them the benefit of the doubt up to this point. But now, sitting here after this one in particular, I have to step back. And Mr. Optimistic, he's not going away, but Mr. Optimistic is taking a seat on the bench for a minute for Mr. Something's got to give.
Sure.
Okay. Because we saw from this offense last season, this offense started firing on all cylinders, especially by this point in the season. Something this year, be it Bo Nix's footwork, Bo Nix's decision-making, players not, for whatever reason, like I said it was almost like the players had a buttered corn eat off before the game and forgot to wash their hands.
And they're eating it the long way.
Right now they're eating it the long way. But it's like they still have butter on their hands, man. Their players not catching passes. Sean Payton gotta love, I love Sean Payton. I love his gusto, his balls. But at the same time, you gotta know when to flex those nuts, man. Like, go ahead, have balls, dude. But know when's the right time and the wrong time to show them. And in this case, and like tonight, we saw some very, very perfect examples of the absolute wrong time to call certain plays. Okay. And so I think there's just a healthy mix of too much of almost being too much in some people being too much in their own heads, and then at the same time, hubris. So wanting so badly to make a certain thing happen that you're making ill-advised decisions. And
that makes sense.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rambling.
No.
The Broncos got a divisional win tonight. That's important and that's huge. Oh, we got another host popping in.
Oh my God!
But
yeah,
I'll finish my thought and then we'll bring Dak in. We got the divisional win, and that's, no matter how ugly, a divisional win in the race is important.
It's true.
So I'm fine. Glad we got the win. We have a mini bye week, to extra time now to prepare for the Chiefs. I really hope some people take a step back and look at themselves and be like, I am part of the problem, and I need to fix it. However, whatever form that takes, they need to do it, because if they don't, this season, which has the potential to be a legendary season, will be a wash.
Oh, wow. Okay. So just to review, as we enter in the famous fanatic Dak here, Johnny over here is ready to put dynamite on the whole thing and just say to hooey with it.
No, not at all. I'm not ready to put anything on the back, like send anything off. What I'm saying is, if people don't start to admit to themselves that they're part of the problem and then work to fix the problem, it will cause the collapse that we don't want to happen. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Dak, what are you saying?
I'm looking at a first round exit, bro. I think despite a win, bro, that's not a Super Bowl contender, what we watched tonight, bro. Because of Vance Joseph and this defense we're into, bro, I think there needs to be a lot of self-reflection, like Johnny alluded to, from the top down, bro. Your offense isn't producing. We're now, it's what, week 10? We're week 10, and we're still trying to figure things out. That's some bullshit, bro. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Sean Payton needs to hold himself accountable. Bo needs to hold himself accountable. Like, this is ridiculous, bro. Like, it's been every year, bro. And we want to point to so many things, bro. So, I mean, we want to continue to make excuses as a fan base, as media members. Like, I'm just over it, dude. And you sat there and you looked at the trade deadline, you let it go by, and you looked at this offense and you didn't make a move. Look at this. Look at what the performance was on national media, national TV. That is some BS, bro. Like, I don't know how you can feel confident with that, bro. Like, I get we got the dub. It's nice to win in clutch performances, but you were playing the Raiders, bro. Bottom third of the league in defense, bro. And you can't produce. Don't give me the weather might have made, a difference, but I saw for a while that the Raiders were moving the ball pretty good, You have Adam Troutman trying to block freaking Max Crosby one-on-one, bro. And you have Evan Ingram trying to block as well. When you got Mercedes Lewis that you wanted to utilize block on the bench, bro. Like,
a tank of a man.
That's me off.
Although Mercedes Lewis, I think they pulled him after he committed 2 egregious penalties. I mean,
he was not in for the duration of the game. Let's say that. Like, he got a shot, and then he was pulled pretty quick. I didn't see him in the second half. I can't recall a instance. But, yeah, man.
Jay, what are your thoughts right now? Because we've given ours.
So I'm actually a lot. It's weird. We switched positions. I'm usually the nuclear one of like a pessimist, but I'm actually a little slight optimist. And the only reason I say that is because we had problems tonight. We're a flawed team, but they're actually different problems than what we have had in previous games. And just follow me here for a second.
Okay.
Tonight, I put more blame on the execution from a player standpoint and a Bo realm than I do a Sean Payton realm. Sean Payton impressed me a little bit. I know we had the outlier plays of this game. Johnny, you pointed out the 3rd and 1. Hey, let's let Cortland Sutton be a quarterback for the play. Like, obviously that's dumb. But aside from those,
real quick on that, especially when your top tier running back is cooking.
But that's why he did it, man. He can't help himself. He can't help himself to take over the 5% of the play calling to just say, you know what, I'm John Payton. I'm the smartest person here. But for the majority of this game, he actually stuck to running the ball. He actually stuck to giving Dobbins carries and volume. And he really took a step back, in my opinion, and like read his cue card of, run the ball, run it. So I was actually kind of impressed with Sean Payton and his patience with play calling today. There's a lot of
that's fair. Yeah.
But Bo just sucked it up, man. This is a Bo thing. This is our offensive line. Quinn Miner's going out. We can't even put a solid value on because he just completely changes everything. He's that good. So, like, obviously him leaving is a massive, massive change to everything. Protection of, every single play, running, passing, everything.
It's a great point. Can I bring up a comment? We've got some comments already going, rolling through, but I want to bring up this one by a Raiders fan. Damian Cole popping in. He's very outspoken. We love having opposing fans in here. And Damian Cole's in here hanging out with us even on weeks we're not playing the Raiders. So what a dude. Love having him as part of the orange and blue crew, even though he rocks the silver and black, and as he told us earlier, has a full Raiders sleeve tattooed on his arm. He pops in saying, "Just be happy you came away with the win and move on to next week. If I told you would be 8-2, you would kill for that before the season started." Absolutely. And then he also brings up this point, and this is the real point that I wanted to bring up by him. This is the most Raiders loss ever. Yay, we go up by 7 in the first, then nothing. Don't worry, as a Broncos fan, you're fine. The Raiders always play the Broncos hard. That last point, that the Raiders always play the Broncos hard. He's not wrong. Yeah. Because looking back at last season, it was a similar situation. The Raiders went up by 10. We were down 10-0 in the middle of the second quarter. And it was looking very bad for us.
You were there.
And the Raiders, I was there. I was sitting on the 50-yard line 10 rows behind the bench. It was an amazing, amazing experience. I'd never been in that spot before. But, you look at that game last season, it was eerily similar. Now, we put up some more points in that game than we did in this one. But regardless, I would say that the Raiders were no worse off then than they are now. I would say that things have changed, but they're still in kind of the same spot that they were at that time.
Dak, you'll love this. You'll love this. I said previously, this isn't the Mountain West anymore. Like Genty is not showing up. It seems like.
But I will say this. I will say that.
Oh, good.
He's absolutely right. The Broncos Raiders. We all know that any given Sunday or any given Thursday in this case, anyone can win a game. We also know that divisional games always go differently. Divisional games just hit harder.
Because, yeah.
And to Damian's point, they do play us really hard, even when they're, even when we should have won out of the water.
Yeah, we should have won 41-10, but that wasn't the case. I did not have 10-7 on my bingo card whatsoever.
Wasn't in the cards tonight.
Oh my god!
Yeah, dude, I was telling I was telling Johnny earlier, like I felt dirty after this game. Like I feel like I need to like go take a shower. That was just disgusting football. That like
I do have to go take a shower, but
what a waste of my time. But it,
as cool as this looks, I have left this on overnight before because like week 1, Broncos Titans. I was in Denver for that game. I went to the fan meetup with Libre the day before the game, and I painted. I did all of this. I got back to my parents' house where I was staying, and I was like, "Do I really want to shower all this off and have to get up super early in the morning to redo it?" So I went ahead and slept with this on. I'm gonna tell you guys, as cool as as much as I love this look for game day, this shit itches after like a few hours on my face.
I bet, dude. Yeah,
it's not an easy life being a Viking.
No, it's not. But it looks damn cool. I don't care who you are.
Nice. I like it.
I got to throw a couple more comments up here. Like a good neighbor, Gary Neighbors is here. Always appreciate him strolling by.
Yeah.
Go Broncos #1 win. Let's go. Speaking of let's go, Shy's really down. Shy says horrible game. Bone needs to work on his footwork.
Yes, he does.
These are all facts.
Work on a lot of things, man.
Which was something that he had fixed last year. That it just that is the regression for him. Is the footwork.
Got happy feet. He's got happy feet right now.
I don't know what Davis Mills did to fix it last year because remember, for beginning of the season, his footwork was like this, and then him and Davis Mills did something and they got it fixed. Now he's regressed again. They got to go back to basics and figure that shit out.
Another good term for this that Bronco Rob in the house shouts out: an ugly win. It was very ugly. It was not pretty. It was dirty. All these different adjectives to describe this game, and it was just not good, man. It is the tale of two sides of the ball. The defense looks, like they could win a Super Bowl by themselves. We've seen it before. But man, this offense is just hard to have any faith in. I mean, Dak, you jumped already to first round exit, huh? Like that's at least where we stand right now without some sort of major development on the offensive side of the ball, at least.
Yeah, and for me, I'm sure that's an overreaction. Like,
can I ask
after seeing the game? Go ahead, bro.
With that overreaction, can I ask? Do you think they can get it fixed?
Man, we're week 10, and what have we seen change?
Well, not much.
You're 100% right. And the
coaches
and the players aren't going to change. We're past that.
Let me ask this then. We both said self-reflection, right, Dak?
Yeah.
Like people got to take a step back, look at themselves, and be like, I'm part of the problem, and this is what that problem is. I've got to figure out how to fix this. If they were to do that, if Bo Nix were to, he said it post-game in his interview.
And I can appreciate that out of Bo Nix.
He said it. He literally said, I'm having an issue. He straight up admitted, I'm having a problem. And then he even said, and I am not paying back our defense. So he's self-reflecting. So if Sean Payton were to step back and self-reflect, if Evan Ingram, who we spent all this money on because he's supposed to be one of the best pass-catching tight ends in the NFL, and even though he's had a few errant passes headed his way, has dropped so many freaking passes, if he was to take a step back and just so on and so forth and be like, okay, where can I work on me?
Yeah.
Do you think they could get this fixed?
I think we're hitting on a crucial part too with the bye week, like where it is. You have that.
That's true.
To where you have the Chiefs, so you have that extended period now. So you kind of have like two buys, I guess. But we'll find out. But it's very hard to say because for right now, what I have in front of me, what's on paper, like what we've seen, I haven't seen anything that could be changed. But I will always hope for the best, and I hope that they do change because if not, it is going to be a first-round exit.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
And, places to improve upon. I just feel like this was Richie in house and always appreciate Richie's, different opinion of, he's got a different kind of side of pessimism than me. But he's all about the offensive line. And I think that was such a major challenge tonight. And I get the Max Crosby effect. I get we're not going to see a Max Crosby every week.
Wanberg has pictures on Sean Payton, though. I don't know. So
it seemed to me that the offensive line, this might have been the first game all year that they were a problem. They were on the list of ooh, that's the reason we played the way we did. It was because of the offensive line. We don't normally say that.
You've got Powers out. You had Quinn Miners out tonight. How in the hell? I'm sorry, I gotta ask. How in the absolute hell does a center false start? Well, you're the one snapping the ball. How do you false start?
I'll tell you how. Luke Wattenberg.
Alex Forsythe is not some hero in the waiting. I'm not looking forward.
He gets bullied at the line.
That was special teams. That was special teams.
He still gets bullied at the line. Alex Forsythe's center of gravity is 100 feet in the air. Okay, Alex Forsythe gets bullied at the line. He'll get knocked on his ass way more than he should as an NFL center.
Yeah. Palcho has played very well, Rich. You are totally right. It's kind of interesting Throckmorton getting the nod.
I like Palcho a lot.
Yeah, not wrong.
Well, wasn't Palcho in the game? Wasn't he left guard?
Yeah.
Because Powers is out. So you had to have Throckmorton.
It's been
on the right.
It's just been a weird interior offensive line year. We have great tackles. I have no problems with McGlinchey. McGlinchey's actually played pretty well, I think.
Except when he twitches too soon.
Well,
I would have liked to have seen us trade for even depth, bro. We didn't even trade for depth. Forget the splashy stuff, bro. We didn't even attack any kind of depth at the deadline, bro.
It's
injuries are a thing in the game, bro. So if one of our guys went down, we're gonna be really struggling.
And like I said, I mean, we're talking about, can this improve? What's going to change, in 5 weeks? And to your point, Dak, the trade deadline's gone. The ship has sailed for any sort of major change to the players of this equation. We're set. So, I said a slight comment in the, play-by-play show, but maybe Isaiah was right. Maybe we did need Waddle. F me.
I think we did, bro.
Maybe he's totally right.
He's an established veteran. I mean, he's a special talent. Even you look at the numbers without Tyreek Hill, he could be wide receiver 1 potentially. That's the talent he is. You're going into week in and week out wondering if you're going to get your wide receiver 2 or whoever to produce. And I actually like Pat Bryant. I'm not going to slander that guy because he's balled out, bro.
Well, Pat's the guy. But I got mad love for Pat Bryant.
But at the same time,
struggle.
Here's my struggle with that, Bill Dak, is because that is another mouth to feed that our current roster, I think, of mouths to feed aren't getting fed.
But guess what? You can also learn on the bench, and you can learn behind Jalen Waddle, and you can learn as him. He could be that mentor for these guys to help them reach that next level. I
guess I just look at it as in the list of people I blame for why we are where we are, the why. The wide receiver room is actually super low on that list. I've actually been pleasantly surprised with that room. We're young, we're developing, things are clicking. We feel the way we do is because it's a both thing. And I know we don't want to necessarily admit that, but it's a both thing.
And I'm going to ask you guys something real quick. Marvin Mims being out, that might be a bigger
it changes things.
You're right.
Than what we expected it to be.
You got to think. Now, not that Bo's been super, super successful.
Right.
People this year, it does take away our speed. Our speed guy that can take the top off of defense. And even if you're not passing to that guy who's going deep, you are adjusting coverage for him. when he goes deep, and that opens up some.
Mims is better at
some
tracking
things
the
down.
football than Troy Franklin is too at best.
But Franklin also had some good catches tonight and some some key
That's why I
moments.
think the inconsistencies that we're running into versus
And
having that production straight across the board.
now,
kind of
and
thing,
I'm gonna be honest. I want to put a lot of blame on Bo tonight. Like I really do. But I think there's plenty of other blame to go around in that, like, okay, there was that one deep route in the fourth quarter to attempt to Troy Franklin along the left sideline.
Covered?
Not that
the
one.
interception.
The interception. Not that
dumb.
one. The one in the fourth quarter, deep down the sideline. You saw that Franklin gave up on the route too early. He like stopped and held back, saw the ball and leapt and like he stood there probably for a full second, even though it's not in the grand scheme of things, it's not that long of a period of time. When you actually see him doing it on the field, you're like, holy crap, it's like Patrick from SpongeBob. He's just standing there, and then he leaps for the ball, and it goes over his hands. That tells me he gave up on that route too early. He should have gone a few yards deeper, then turned, and he would have had that ball right in the breadbasket.
Yeah.
So that wasn't like everybody was like, during the game time show, our comments were blowing up. Another overthrow for Bo, another Bo overthrow, and I was like, that one wasn't on Bo. That one wasn't on Bo. That was on Franklin.
I feel like our offense can't really just be in sync ever. Like,
there's no flow. You're right. There's no flow. There was at least no flow tonight. Like, it was super choppy.
Yeah.
It was
really
just a
is.
mismatch.
150 yards passing, man. Jesus. 2 interceptions.
Yeah. Not Bo's best game.
It's not.
Can I tell you who the leading receiver was for the Broncos? You want to?
I've got their box score up right here, buddy. I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, solve the mystery. I don't know.
Okay, Pat. It's Pat Bryant, bro. One reception for 43 yards, bro.
That's amazing. That actually
Well, I mean, okay. In terms of yards, yes, he led the Broncos in receiving yards. Mm-hmm. However, Troy Franklin led the Broncos on receptions.
Yep.
Now, granted, 9 targets, 5 receptions for Troy Franklin.
So
now there was a couple broken up.
To force feed Troy Franklin, though. Are you guys feeling that?
Yeah, Cortland Sutton only had 3 on 4 for 24 yards.
You're telling me that this secondary is that elite that they couldn't freaking hold? They held Cortland Sutton.
You're right, and that's an excuse some weeks. That's an excuse some weeks. I get, but it certainly is not this week.
Not this week. Yeah. I can see the Texans game.
Sure, Stingley Jr. I get it. Don't
blowing because that's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Raiders are a joke of a defense that you're right. We should have put up 40, 41 points. Like it, and that's what makes it double dirty. It's just not.
How many sacks did we have?
Hold
on. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just reading this comment by Richie Rich real quick. It's an interesting. It's a good take actually. So
interesting
because then he says, Bo threw it where it needed to where an on-time throw needed to be.
Okay.
Yeah. Bo is bipolar. He's got split personality. There are times where Bo just makes the most incredible plays of decision making, and then other times he just, where are you? Like what are you thinking? Like, why would you? I mean, the interception, man, of the Hail Mary just made no sense to me.
Why would you throw that deep ball into so much coverage when you had a dude literally wide open past the first down line?
It's choreographed.
And I'm chewing his ass out at least.
It's choreographed. Like he obviously didn't see that. He didn't look. Like he just blindly threw her up. And that's what the commentators That's what the commentators on the live broadcast even said. It looks like Bo just threw that one up and prayed that Troy Franklin could come down with it. Yep. It's not even Cortland Sutton. It's Troy Franklin. That's not Troy Franklin.
Yeah, he's not Troy Franklin's not a 50-50 ball guy.
No.
Like, you want to go 50-50 ball.
Stupid.
Like in the ranking of Broncos wide receivers that you throw the 50-50 ball to, it's Cortland Sutton, Marvin Mims, who obviously is out, and then Troy Franklin. But I would honestly put Pat Bryant ahead of Troy Franklin on the 50-50 ball.
But I mean, like, to be fair, that play wasn't designed for Troy Franklin, right? So I'm sure when Troy Franklin turned around and saw like Bo was gonna go, like, why?
Oh crap!
What's going on?
I'm surprised around me, dude. I'm not even throwing to myself.
Don't do that, man.
First, your last.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just we've gone through a lot of feelings here in the intro, and I feel like I haven't even we haven't gotten any housekeeping, Johnny. I at least want to know, put her out there at least to people where we are, what we are. We are the Bucky Feelings podcast, and we're on the Orange and Blue Network. This is our, every week post-game show, after each game reacting. Very nice to have Dak in the house for the instant reaction as well. Always nice to see your face, sir.
Likewise, bro.
Man, it is just it's crazy to react to some of these games. This is just a weird game to react to.
Yeah.
But, thankfully, we're here to do it. So always appreciate all of Broncos country joining in on us. So please find our social medias, in all these, different quadrants here on screen, on the overlay. And Johnny, do you want to throw a dub up real quick?
Well, absolutely. But before I do that, I do got to say, I'm going to pull this back up real quick. If you guys haven't, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Okay. We just literally, 2 days ago during the Nothing Rhymes Orange and Blue podcast hit while we were live. How cool was that, Jay? What a moment.
That was pretty crazy.
That was a crazy moment. We hit the goal that we had set of 539 subscribers during the show. And so yesterday we spun the wheel, a name came up, and we have a winner for a Bo Nix jersey that we're giving away.
Alex Greenlaw, right?
Andy Greenlaw. Now, granted, he has not yet accepted.
So if any of you guys do know him, please let him know to reach out.
Let him know. But here's the deal: if he hasn't, I'm going to say this right now. Subscribe now. Subscribe right now, because if he hasn't subscribed by Saturday, or he hasn't reached out by Saturday and responded, we're spinning it again on Sunday.
Refresh.
So your name could just become the name that gets that jersey. Now, that being said, if you do subscribe, and I have to give this disclaimer because this was a problem with the wheel spin. If you must make sure that your profile on YouTube is set to public, because if it's not, we can't see your name as a subscriber, and therefore we can't you can't partake in the giveaway. That being said, even if once this giveaway is over, we've already got a winner. Technically got a winner. Once it's over, we are already set to do another big giveaway when we reach 750. So come on, let's get there, and you could be the next recipient of our giveaways.
So you're telling me there's still a chance?
There is still a chance.
That was on the soundboard at some point.
We got to get that, bro. Especially for the booking booth, like that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
All right, now before we get back to bucking our feelings, gotta show some love to the sponsor of the Orange and Blue Network. That is Dubby Jitterless Energy Blend. You can see the link in the bio below. Dubby.gg will take you to Dubby Jitterless Energy Blend. It will become your mouth's favorite energy drink. Dubby comes in a multitude of delicious flavors. Jay and I can't speak for Dak, but Jay and I both swear by this stuff, and it is absolutely amazing. It's got the caffeine to give you the kick in the butt that you need to start your day, get through your day without getting that's right. Without getting the jitters later, or the jitters or the crash later, because it has no sugar in it. It also has no calories or maltodextrin, fillers, or artificial colors. It's as natural as it can be, nothing but amino acids, B vitamins, and nootropics. And the caffeine comes directly from the coffee fruit. So it's completely natural, wonderful stuff. We love it. and you will too. Go get yourself the dub, just like the Denver Broncos did tonight. And we're going to make that dub just a little bit sweeter because at checkout, you're going to punch in code OBN10. That's OBN10 will get you 10% off your order at checkout. Guys, I'm telling you, you're going to want to partake in this stuff. Dubby's amazing. Go check it out. And that does it for the sponsor. Back to you, Jay.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. I've just been reflecting upon box score viewing, and it is kind of appalling how absent Evan Ingram is. I can't get over game after game seeing him just not being involved in a high volume sense. I just don't understand why we don't take advantage of the opportunity of having him over the middle.
Isn't that why we brought him here?
Sit in his zone, man. Like, he's so good at finding the zone and sitting in the pocket and
get in the zone, auto zone.
I mean, he is. He should be a spokesperson for auto zone. There's no reason he shouldn't be.
But again, here's my problem. Everybody's like, feed Ingram. He had some catches. I mean, you look at his box score tonight, 2 for 5 for 12 yards.
5 times.
But that being said,
can I?
This is what I said, because during the game there was that one pass attempt to Evan Ingram along the left sideline where he kind of had to dive a little bit for it, and it just grazed off his fingers and went out. You go back and you look at the film on him in Jacksonville before he came here, that pass is caught 9 times out of 10. That's why you brought him here, was because he was one of the top 3 pass catching tight ends in the NFL. And yet what we're seeing is not in any way indicative of the money we paid him and the reason we brought him here. Because like I said, 5 targets, only 2 receptions, and none of those, by the way, were PBUs.
Maybe Gardner Minshew was throwing him a better ball.
Ooh, I don't know.
There's been multiple times where Evan Ingram misses have been ooh, that's a little overthrown, bud. He's wide open. He could have ran.
I didn't see that tonight. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't. Maybe I'm wrong in my recollection, but I didn't see that tonight. I did not see an overthrow.
Have you really
over
seen
tonight.
Evan Ingram lined up along the offense, on the outside,
no
inside? Have you seen any of that differently? Or am I tripping?
Right. No, you're right.
He's not really being utilized the way he was in Jacksonville, in my opinion.
And he should be.
Yes,
that's where he's strongest.
He's a wide receiver. At the end of the day, there's no reason he shouldn't just be playing slot wide receiver in a 3.
And that's another reason why I thought maybe even trading for a tight end that he can utilize as an in-line blocker.
I wanted Hawkinson.
I
wanted Hawkinson.
I wouldn't have been mad at that. But you could have had him as that wide receiver addition that we wanted as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm frustrated.
Hawkinson wants out of Minnesota. Why didn't we call?
Yeah.
I know.
Man. It's just very frustrating that there's certain players that you had such high hopes for going into this year that it would make such a difference, having them. And it's been, I will say, Harvey has blossomed in the last couple games, but in the very first part of the season, I had some reservations about Harvey's not even seeing the field. He's getting opportunities, but it's 2 or 3 maybe a game. So it's nice to see him starting to pick up and getting some trust, I think, from Sean Payton. That has been a positive that I have seen as a recent trend.
That's a good positive.
Positive.
Can I bring up another one from Damian Cole, our Raiders fan?
Sure.
I think he's a little. I think we're bothering him a little bit with how down we are on the Broncos after a win. He says, "Guys, it's one game against a division rival tonight. The Broncos are 8-2. 8-2. Let that sit. As a Raiders fan, I would kill for 8 wins in 2 seasons combined." Yes, the only problem, and I completely understand. Damien, we understand fully. the problem is that I think that the reason that we're so down at the moment about this, even in the face of a win, is that the problems that the Broncos are having offensively are the same ones they've had all season, despite the wins,
Even
all
the year
season
before.
long, and we're at week 10. And nothing's changed. Nothing's gotten better.
Yeah.
So
it is. And you know, to be fair to his comment, there's something to be said about thus far, you know, we're 50 minutes into this podcast. We have not gloated
40.
about our crazy defense yet.
Yeah.
let's do that.
Let's
And maybe as we take this for granted now that we're not appreciative of the greatness that we get on that side of the
So
ball. where,
sorry,
like,
Denver defense. Please forgive me for taking
but-
it for granted.
I mean, again, I always relate it, but it is kind of like watching Jokic on a nightly basis where you just don't understand what you're seeing every single game. And you just like, whatever, like, I guess
We knew
if
this
you
was
have
coming.
6 sacks, you know, I guess everybody getting, you know, everyone on the, you know, line getting a sack for the game is cool. Like, there's
And
teams
even
that can't get 1 sack a game.
allowing only 10 points, bro, without
7.
Patrick Surtain. 7, excuse me.
7.
I was thinking of the Broncos schedule score.
Yeah.
7 points without Patrick
Without your
Surtain.
best player on
Yeah.
the roster.
Yeah, that's
We got it
that's
like that. We got it like
that is an excellent point. When your best player is out, and you know the
hold
guy
your team
who
seven.
literally defines the team, and
So
yet
maybe
you
a
still
Raider
hold a
fan-
team to a single score. So that's a good point. Thank you,
Maybe-
Damien, for showing me the error of
Yeah,
my
thank you,
ways.
bro.
Maybe a Raider fan can say, like, you know what, F off Denver. F off for thinking that way. Like,
Yeah.
No,
you
I
know,
think he's saying F off Orange and Blue Crew for being
was
so
so- it was
down
so
on your
funny.
team.
well,
It was so
we
funny
shouldn't
for
be.
me. It was funny
It's not
because
wrong.
like my wife was like wondering why I wasn't so happy that we won. You know, I'm kind of mad the way we won, I guess.
So
Sure.
let's
was
talk. Let's
Yeah,
talk about the positives for a minute. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Like-
there are positives.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yes, there are. How about Dondre Tillman?
Oh my god!
No, I mean, how
What?
about that? 2 interceptions in 3 weeks, both of which he takes for like 20 yards after the interception. As a big guy, he makes these moves and is bouncing off tackles. And he's just like, no, get me down. I'm going all the way. You know, like Dondre. Sorry, I said it wrong. Dondre Tillman. Wow, dude, you keep doing you, boo boo.
I think
He's-
in his dreams, he dreams he's Michael Vick.
Bro, and the returns on those freaking interceptions.
He's got
Yeah.
moves. Like,
I'm
he's got
thinking like
moves.
he's like the Madden joystick or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Holy cow.
whoa.
Vintage
Oh.
Vick.
Damien says, you guys are great. Enjoy the win, my boys. I got to go cry myself to sleep now.
Thank you for joining us, Damien. We appreciate
Well,
that, bro.
here's the
We
trick.
appreciate
Here's
that.
the trick for you, Damien. Lay an extra pillowcase over the top of your pillow. That way, you know, once you finally run out of tears, you can throw that on the floor and lay down on your nice dry pillow.
Yeah, don't drown in your tears.
Yeah.
You can drown in
Yes,
soup
definitely not. Lay on your side, please.
for your head.
But lots of love, Damien.
Yeah.
Uh,
I had to give that love to Dondre Tillman, man. Like, the dude, he's not even a starter.
I called
Yeah.
George immediately after that interception happened, dude, because we were like cheering him for last week. Remember we gave him flowers? Yeah,
yeah.
dude. So, yeah, it was
Oh,
just so funny, dude, to have it happen again.
What other high points on this defense can we give right now?
I mean, our pass rush in general played
6
very
sacks?
well. Yeah, 6 sacks
6
is
sacks?
nothing to
I
snuff
wonder
about.
who said 6 sacks before the just kidding.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he's the ugly one on my at least on the screen on my right.
Mhm.
I said 5.
Everyone
I know.
accounted for. Everyone, not a half.
I don't know what
To the
George was
hole.
thinking with only like 3.5 or whatever BS he freaking said. I had to talk to him about that shit.
I mean, Nick, you had Talanoa Hufanga. I said it, did I not? You remember? I called
Yeah.
it. They're like, "Hey, Johnny,
You
who
did.
gets the sacks?" And I didn't get them all completely right because
No,
I said
of course
Benito
not.
for 2, Cooper for 1. and Zach Allen for one, and then Talanoa Hufanga. But I did call a Talanoa Hufanga sack.
I
And he
freaking
got it.
jumped up.
Yep.
I jumped up so loud, bro, for that sack.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. This is
Hufanga
it.
got one. Benito got 1.5. Zach Allen got one. Malcolm Roach got one. JFM and Enny Enrique both got a half a sack. Jonathan Cooper got a half a sack. I mean, dude, the list it's unbelievable.
We're spoiled with the type of, so as not even results here, take results out, just the sexiness of the flow of the type of side of the ball it is. Our offense couldn't be less sexy. It's the most boring terribleness in the world, but our defense is the polar opposite. Like, we have such an entertaining defense that we just swarm, and like, we are just so fun to watch. But we can't have nice things. We can't have both sides, apparently. Like, it comes with the cost of, like, what are we watching on offense? Terribleness.
Shy
Defense does win championships, Ty. 100% right.
Does Wilson offense look better? I can't remember.
I blocked those whole seasons out at this point.
Sorry, Shane. I'm like so mad.
Think back to 2015, though. Think back to the Super Bowl run in 2015.
We ranked 19th.
The defense was destroying.
Yeah.
The offense was stagnant and not great, and we won the Super Bowl.
The only thing I'll say to that is, like, Bo Nix ain't Peyton Manning, man.
I was about to say that.
No, I know that. I'm not sitting here like, don't mistake me. Don't put words in my mouth. You don't put anything in my mouth. Okay? No. Listen, I'm not saying Bo Nix is Peyton Manning, but I am saying the parallels. Yeah, we did. But I am saying,
hold my hand.
Take my strong hand. But what I am saying is that the parallels between those two are eerily similar.
I get that.
And they even alluded to that. They even put that up as a graphic during the game tonight. How eerily similar. Well, actually, I think it was pregame, but still, how eerily similar the starts to both those the 2015 season and this one are. I'm not calling Bo Nix Peyton Manning, so don't go doing that. I'm just saying.
The only difference I see right now in those comparisons is that our defense is not getting turnovers consistently. And, like, not even turnovers, impactful turnovers. Pick sixes that, like, determine
score.
the game.
Turnovers that turn into points.
Tillman's interception's entertaining, but, like, that didn't necessarily
resulted in another 3 and out.
Yeah, whoopee. We lost the turnover battle tonight. Again, it's another, like, if you lose the turnover battle, you're more than likely going to lose a game. Yeah, 2-1.
I thought it was 2 to each side.
Nope, 2-1. I think the Raiders only turned it over once. The Genty tip. I mean, I guess if you count the blocked punt, that's not, to me, a turnover.
I can't believe
it is technically.
I can't believe the 2015 team through 10 games was 8-2, and we're through 10 games 8-2.
Yeah,
pretty nuts.
That's freaking wild, bro.
That is nuts. Gentlemen, would you like to throw some balls around?
I mean, I'm always down for throwing balls.
Okay, I figured you would. I mean,
Dak's always down for touching balls.
This was really just a Dak question. Dak was on the fence. Okay, here we go. The lovely segment of who's got who's got the balls. I don't know.
Who's got your balls?
Who's got your balls, man?
My wife.
My wife.
In a bag.
For Jay over there, it's his cat.
Yeah, Bucky. He pretty much does.
Oh my god!
But gentlemen, again, in a dirty game there's as I refer to, a game that doesn't have any fireworks. There were no fireworks this game, so it's not like there will be plentiful amount of honorable mentions tonight. Let's say that.
Oh yeah.
Sure. let's go on the premise of maybe two apiece, and
Okay.
we'll just we'll see where we go.
None on offense, right?
I was gonna say
I
we're
wouldn't
gonna
go there.
We'll go to the,
I know. I'm
we'll
just
go
being
to
silly.
the
I'm
training
being
staff before we go to the offense. Johnny, you go ahead. I'm going to give you
sure.
first dibs at this.
Okay. Well then, in the nature of being a defiant ass to what you guys just said, I'm going offense. I'm going to go offense for my first one.
You do it.
And no, in no way is it Bo. Okay, Bo gets nothing tonight. Bo, you go sit on your folding chair by your locker and you sulk for an hour.
You're a monster.
No, I'm not. That's what you need for after tonight. No, Pat Bryant. I gotta give it to Pat Bryant. Like the dude.
Dang.
He only had the one reception, man. But
one catch gets you a game
doesn't
ball.
matter.
He caught a game ball too.
Yeah, he did. It was one catch, yes, but I mean, his vision of the field after that catch to push it down the field and get 43 yards.
Yes,
and set us up for a score.
Even that catch he had on that penalty, bro, that got called back. Like
absolutely, he had a great catch that got called back. Yeah. That's an excellent point. He's proving why we drafted him.
Yeah.
That I've been a huge fan since the moment we drafted him. So much so that I took the time to go actually meet him and get a football signed by him.
Oh yeah.
I think he's going to be a very important piece in the Denver Broncos' future.
Absolutely.
And and what he's doing right now as a rookie, I think his ceiling is high. And I'm just excited to see more. So it may have only been one reception, but I've got to give him a game ball for that because his vision and his God, not ruthlessness. That's not the word I'm looking for. His tenacity to continue to go even after contact. Go, Pat.
Dog.
So there you go. I went offense.
Good job. I love it. Yeah! You got to go another 2 pairs we said each, right?
Yeah, two each.
2 each.
One in the chamber. So you go ahead, Dak.
Click, boom.
Who's your next go-to man?
My go-to man. Ooh, and yes, he is my man. Man, give me some Nick Bonito, bro, with the sack and a half loss, bro. He was kind of quiet these last few weeks, in terms of not recording the sack. He was still being productive, right? But like today, he freaking brought it, bro. Hopefully he'll be good with his knee now that we have that longer time. I was a little concerned about the knee issue. Yeah. So, but bro, he is an animal, dude. They had no answer for him. They had no answer for any of our guys.
No, because there is no answer for the Denver Broncos rush. There isn't. It doesn't. The answer right now in the NFL doesn't exist.
No. Yeah.
You can't. You can't stop the Denver Broncos pass rush. You can't.
Right.
You stop this guy's coming. You stop him, this guy's coming.
That's what they were saying.
These two guys are coming. It doesn't matter.
What they're saying on the broadcast. You can't double team. Anyone. Just one guy. Like basically, like we have multiple guys that could come for you,
and they will.
Yeah.
So that's a great one. I love that. Nick Bonito deserving. What do you think, Jay?
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, yeah, he jumped lines. I feel like tonight he was real on the on the snap.
The timing was just yeah.
And you saw that. I learned to appreciate that obviously through Von Miller because he is the best I've ever seen at like the timing
doing that.
Like, was that a false start? Like, did he just jump? But he was clear.
Nick's right there though, dude. They were showing his get off, and he's right there with him. And to Nick Bonito, he has said he modeled his entire game after Von Miller growing up.
It's gorgeous.
It is, and I mean you got to give him this too. He had 5 total tackles. 4 of those were solo. He had the sack and a half.
Yeah, dude.
He had two of his tackles were for loss, and even when he wasn't executing a tackle, his pressure was constant.
An impact, bro. He made his impact felt, definitely.
Yeah, dude, that's an excellent game ball.
Yeah. I'm gonna save my serious game ball for my second, so I'm gonna go with my first slot here. My first pitch. So I follow me here. I'm giving a game ball to Quinn Miners. Quinn Miners deserves a game ball because his absence was more apparent than any player, I think, on a roster. And I will say, including PS2, our unit looked so much worse without Quinn Miners in compared to PS2 out of the cornerback room. Our quarterback room has enough depth and talent to keep afloat. We're okay.
Chris Abrams drain,
it's not the same. Obviously, it's not the same, but it's it's serviceable. Our offensive line is dog poop without Quinn Miners in a long-term sense. So thank God that was an illness and not an injury. That was the first thing I said when I was late to the game here because I didn't get to see the beginning of the game of what happened to Quinn Miners. I'm my heart is in my stomach right now because if he's gone for the year, that's
I love it.
Okay,
and here's the thing. What do we do here on the Orange and Blue Network? We give nicknames to dudes, and we come up with names for things like the Cell Block D. We're still calling it Cell Block D. I've got a name for Quinn Miners, and there's really, and it's the most fitting name ever. At least if you're a comic book fan, or at least or superhero movies, the Juggernaut, dude. That is who Quinn. If you know the X-Men, Quinn Miners is the Juggernaut. He's got a helmet. He puts on his helmet.
Yeah,
and he goes through everyone. And if you try to go through him, you're going nowhere.
Yeah.
He is the Juggernaut.
I appreciate his presence more with his absence. And
Quinn Miners, Throckmorton,
yeah.
It's not 6'7".
The level of difference, dude. I'm there's levels to this, bro. And Throckmorton, you can't even see him on the screen. You don't see him on the screen because he's down there.
That is my
straight up 7.
7.
Dude, my kids, I swear to God.
Oh, my kids are doing it too.
They'll hear that in the background, Dak, and they'll wake up and they won't go to bed for hours until they play Fortnite. So please don't.
Okay.
Oh no, my 5-year-old
3 times.
Yeah, my 5-year-old on Fortnite constantly. He's sitting there. My 5-year-old, by the way, is doing battle royales on Fortnite against adults and coming in first and second place. And he's sitting here going, and my 5-year-old, who you know him, Jay, he's like, that was 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", and I'm like, stop it.
Sorry, yeah.
But to put a bow on my side, Quinn Miners in the ha of my game ball is my creative attempt at giving the offense credit tonight. That's my offensive game ball.
That's a great one. It's great. It's definitely on the nose and a little bit different than anything we've ever done. We've never given a game ball to a dude who really quite literally had no actual impact in the game sense, except that his absence had an impact. That's never been done, and I love it. It's so out of the box. I love it. So, all right. It's me. That's right. It's me.
Back to you, baby boo.
All right. Well, I'm going to kind of go out of the box on this one, too.
Ooh.
I'm giving a game ball to JL Skinner's face mask.
Oh, man. That was my other wild card.
I am giving a game ball to JL Skinner. I said his face mask. That was a joke. It's
just
the
face Skinner mask, not actually JL Skinner.
No. I'm actually going to give it to JL Skinner because if he didn't get up there where he was, it wouldn't have hit him in the face in the first place. He busted through that special teams line, and he put his mouth where his money was, and he blocked a punt with his face, and we recovered that punt. We put that punt into the we put that punt out of bounds, with right there in the red zone. Granted, we didn't capitalize and make it a touchdown, but we put points on the board with it, and those points were the game-winning points. So I got to give it to JL Skinner and his face mask.
So can I ask?
Oh my God!
Can I ask? Like 40 years from now, JL Skinner will be in his local pub telling all his buddies, "I blocked a kick once with my face."
Absolutely. I'll be talking about it too. I'll be in a pub going, "You remember that time JL Skinner jumped the line and on a punt and blocked a punt with his face?" Unbelievable. You got the Mark Sanchez butt fumble and you got the JL Skinner face punt.
Pretty much. Yep.
So I'm giving that to him because, like I said, even though he didn't put hands up to block it, the fact that he was where he needed to be in order to get hit in the face, that took some effort and well done. And that it's one of the few bright shining moments we've seen special teams wise in a while. So I got to give him that. Give him that.
True. Okay.
Jack,
what do you think? It is.
Hey, can I give it to a coach?
Yeah. Whoever you want to give it to, Miles the Master or one of the Denver Broncos cheerleaders, go right ahead.
I'm just sitting here thinking, bro, we're 8-2. All you heard about was Sean Payton in the national media of how he has this team as 8-2 or 7-2 before the game, right? But they have not paid the level of respects to our man, Vance Joseph, mind you, that just a few years ago was getting run out of Broncos country, right? After that 70 burger that he allowed.
On a rail.
Yeah. So for him to have this defense playing to the level that he is, bro, the way he's using his guys, like, damn, dialing up that blitz off the edge for Talanoa Hufanga, bro, on a 4th down, like, confused the hell out of Raheem Mostert. He didn't realize he was supposed to block him, I guess. They were giant about it, So, but anyways, like Vance Joseph, I don't think we'd be 8-2 without him. We don't win this.
Hell no.
Without Vance Joseph.
Hell no. Without Vance Joseph, honestly, I think we'd probably be sitting at about half the record we have right now.
And to be honest, he's pretty much coaching himself out of Denver, not to get fired, but to earn himself a head coaching gig. I'm just letting y'all know right now.
Hey, I'm just
a leader of men. A leader of men, you say?
I'm just saying, whoever offers him a head coaching job and they show him what he's going to be making, the freaking Walton Penners better be like, "Oh no, we'll pay you that. We'll pay you more."
Check. Okay, where do you want to sign with? They can do what.
We'll make you the highest paid defensive coordinator in history.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We would be getting a 3rd round draft pick.
At least
2/3 at least, right?
Yeah,
I think it's either 2/3 or it's a 3rd and a 4th.
Okay, I think something like that. But
I know the high round is.
I don't want to lose that draft pick. I don't want to lose him, bro.
I'm just saying, dude. Walton Penners, whoever offers him that money, you be like, "We're making you the highest paid defensive coordinator in history. I will pay you the same as the head coach."
They sign the check and hand it to him and be like, go ahead. Fill in
blank check. Hand that man a blank check and be like, "Fill in some numbers."
Yes.
Just put them on there. We got the money.
The salary cap, so go ahead, sir. Help yourself.
Yeah, no, that's a great game ball, though. That's a great game ball.
Thank you.
All right, Jay. Now for your wait. You can't give a serious one because I think I took it.
You did take my serious one, but Hufanga just continues to just.
I knew it.
Man.
I knew it.
It's just like
I knew it.
I don't
know how you can't give him props on a game by game basis because
captain, my captain,
he's insane.
Top free agent signing for us, bro. Like it ain't even close.
He may be the most impactful free agent signing of this entire season. NFL wide. NFL wide.
Absolutely, I could agree with that notion.
And knock on wood here, he stayed healthy. Like he's been unscathed, and that's the thing is he's had a very high snap count. Like he's out there in the same regard as Brandon Jones was last year, where Brandon Jones led in pass defense end and tackles and like all these crazy categories of like, why the hell do you lead the team in this?
Yeah.
Hufanga is our all over the board wonder, and man, we again, I feel like we take that side of the ball for granted, and I feel like we take for granted people like Hufanga that are just playing out of their minds. Like that's not something that happens every year
because it's what you come to expect.
Dude, and he's sitting at 41 solo tackles right now, bro. 8 passes defended.
Dang. Yeah, man.
He's got tonight
He's
alone.
been available.
Tonight alone, he had 9 total tackles, 5 of them solo. One of them was for one of them was for a loss. One was a sack and a QB hit. He didn't have any passes defense tonight. That doesn't matter. His impact on the game is just insane. And how about the fact
crazy?
He's 3 levels. He's a 3-level player, and like you cannot put a price tag on that. He's so dynamic.
Crazy how he reminds me of Palomalu for some reason. Like
because he's Palomalu's understudy, you know.
Correct.
But like, how about the fact that this is a guy who is such leadership quality as well, leader of men, that when he walked in the building, before he'd even taken an actual snap as a Denver Bronco, his team voted him as captain.
Yeah.
Boom.
I mean, that right there tells you all you need to know about Talanoa Hufanga.
Yeah.
I mean, but I guess, you know, we also make the same argument most weeks of like, well, PS2, I mean, even though he's not on the box score, like he is still the best player on the field today, I guarantee. Like he's above greatness that we just we don't recognize enough.
It's like Jokic, dude. You know he's going to go out there and get another triple-double tonight.
Yep. Yawn. Whatever.
But I mean, like, okay, it's another triple-double for Nikola Jokic. Yay!
Yep.
So it's very similar that way. Hufanga is just a beast, an absolute beast. I think that's all of that's 2 each, right?
I was going to say, any honorable mention?
Can I say something real quick though about Hufanga? Real quick.
You go for it.
He did go to. He is from Corvallis, Oregon. I just want y'all to know that.
Oh my God!
Oh God! Here he goes with the Oregon thing again.
Okay.
Like,
do you have the state flag hanging around your house as well?
No, I think it's
like singing the fight song for the university.
Oregon, I have Colorado, and New Mexico. All of them.
Oh my God!
I think he's got it tattooed right above his junk, so he can shout.
Let me show you guys real quick.
It is after hours.
Dad's got the Oregon flag tattooed above. No, like not the Oregon University of Oregon flag tattooed above his junk, so that he can shout "duck" when he takes off his pants. Anyway, that one, you like that? Anyway, honorable mention. Dak, you want to go first because I think you already said one that I heard you say.
J.K. Dobbins, bro. Like I don't think we win this game without him, bro. Like the way he was running the ball, dude, just viciously, bro, fighting for every yard, bro. And even that spin move that he had, that it was gonna be nothing, and got some yards out of that.
Extra 2, just for a spin. Like
77 yards total for the night, I believe. He ended up with. So he was the offense today, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's a great one.
And he's the consistent one, dude. Like he's the consistent one when he's handed the ball. Like he makes things happen for the most part.
I don't think I can think of another person for an honorable mention, though, Jay. It was not that ugly of a game. We talked about the defense as a whole. But
my tidbit as to why I was actually a little happy with Sean Payton is because there's been so many weeks I've asked for consolidated attempts in the running back room. And we've got 18 carries for Dobbins and only 4 for Harvey. And honestly, that's the ratio I want moving forward. I'm okay with that. Dobbins needs extra carries. I've felt like, well, the dude averages like over 5 a carry. Why wouldn't you just give him? I mean, just keep giving him the ball. Like, why are we?
And can we be honest? J.K. Dobbins is old for a running back. He's getting up there. as far as running back age goes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
He's
for a
not going to
running
be.
back, it's like
but
26.
this is the point. That's old for a running back. Most running backs get drafted around the age of 22, 23, right?
Got a lot of injuries. A lot of injuries.
And the running back position, the shelf life of the average running back is 3 or 4 years. And so eventually, I'm not saying it's happening now, and knocking on some wood, eventually he will be out, he will start to, play his way out of the game. RJ Harvey at that point, I think
he's the future.
He is the future.
You're
so
right.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Well,
It's seeing him take the lion's share now is great because now RJ can learn and
Dak, right before you, I'm just saying that's the whole argument we've been making in the wide receiver realm of like, why wouldn't we just keep targeting Sutton? Why are we feeding, a young? Why aren't we feeding a youngster?
Call me crazy, bro. But I feel like J.K. Dobbins is just hitting his prime. He's 26, but Saquon Barkley is 28, and he's doing his thing. So
yes, however,
I think
I am very passionate about the running back position because that was my position. And what I will say about that position is they can hit their prime. But the thing about running backs, and you don't always see it, obviously Derrick Henry, he's an outlier.
Oh my God, King Henry.
Saquon Barkley, outlier. Frank Gore when he was in, outlier. You have some of these guys that are the exceptions that prove the rule, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when a running back falls off a cliff, it happens fast. They can be right in their prime, killing it, and then all of a sudden, just
to put in perspective, he's in the same career arc as when we got Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon still had something on the tires, but
remember when we got Willis McGahee?
Yes, that's also very true. I mean, same kind of thing. Like he already had his run. It's not that he wasn't good with us. It's just
maybe Willis McGahee is probably not a good analogy. But,
Terrell Davis is another good example, dude. TD is an all-time legend. He only played 4 years.
Yeah, but that was a catastrophic injury that
yes, but I'm just saying the injuries to the running back position, they are usually either catastrophic or they stack.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying like when you see a running back,
Chris Johnson, remember him?
Yeah.
He fell fast.
2K man.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a 2K man.
That's what I'm saying. You'll see these running backs and they're just plateauing in their prime. They're doing great, and then all of a sudden, steady decline. It happens quickly.
True. That's fair.
So the point I'm making is I love seeing it with JK now that he's getting the lion's share because that will help keep RJ healthier. Save him as he learns behind J.K. Dobbins and is getting ready to be our future. And it also puts us in a position with what he's doing right now. J.K. is getting the job done and well for us right now.
Yeah, I hope they extend him.
That's a great point, Jay.
I was just happy that we fed one mouth and we didn't have a 3-headed monster in the running back room. That's my pet peeve. And that's why I say, that's good for Sean Payton. Yeah,
who would be the third head anyway?
But I'm saying in years past, that's what Sean Payton's done. He doesn't highlight one back.
He had Bidet today, and Bidet didn't look too good.
Bidet had 0.
But that's, but he actually stuck to Dobbins today. He by far favored one running back. Yeah, please do it.
Absolutely. And that's a great point. Love that Sean's making some changes. I did ask for it, run the damn ball, and he ran the damn ball.
Yeah,
our lines sucked at the same time. So it's
right now
the most unopportune time to get his shit together.
Well, Quinn Miners is going to come back. Quinn Miners will be back. He's just got, he's got a tummy ache.
I guess.
He'll be okay.
But by then we'll be in shotgun every play and just let Bo throw it 50 times.
Oh God, don't put. Oh no! Now I have to. Now you just forced me to click this.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. So goes the life of a Sean Payton team, man.
Yeah.
It's a thing. It's a
It is.
thing. But I don't know. I can't. Other than that, I can't think of really any other true honorable mentions. Will Lutz only went 1 for 2 on field goals.
Yep.
We talked about the pass rush as a team, so I mean, I guess you could give an honorable mention to the pass rush as a whole.
Malcolm Roach.
Yeah.
He was good. Yeah, but I don't think I can think of a singular player that deserves another honorable mention.
I would just like to say I am just extremely happy, obviously, with the W this game, as bad as it was, but we came out of this unscathed relatively from injury, like real injury.
That's a good point.
That's another game where, like, phew, we're closer to the playoffs with our guys. Like, someone didn't catastrophically blow their knee. Thank God. Like, we've got a intact roster coming into, like, the real football of the year. So
bring on the Chiefs.
And doing that going into a mini bye and then an actual bye 2 weeks in a row, basically. That for those that are just a little banged up, they got some bumps and bruises. Everybody's got them. I guarantee you. Week 10, everybody on the team has got some bumps and bruises.
True.
That we basically get 2 weeks of opportunity to help these guys heal up and be in a great position. 2 weeks that'll also kind of allow those that are a little bit more banged up, i.e. PS2, to make their comebacks. And that you got to give I guess an honorable mention right there, Bo Lowry and his staff.
Just one other thing. I think it's a combination. It's a group effort. But can I just blanketly give a game ball or an honorable mention to whoever covered Brock Bowers this game? It just, there was a plethora of different ins and outs to him, but like, man, should we be scared of any tight end if we can shut down Brock Bowers? Like, he's, in my opinion, the best tight end in the NFL by a lot. So, I mean, and he was non-existent in this game.
Well, he had that one long catch and run.
Play. One
that
play.
Was over Jahdae Barron.
Is there an owl in here?
Jahdae Barron blew that coverage on him, but he was on him almost all game.
True.
And I think that was a confusion between, like what Nick Bonito and him were supposed to be doing. I guess he got confused the hell out of him.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Well, gentlemen, we've got our balls out of the way, and thank God. I've had a lot of feelings.
Mine are sticking to my leg.
Oh my God.
It sounds like humidity issues. All right. But I really appreciate you boys, obviously, being a part of the Buck Your Feelings podcast tonight. The primetime games, the late games are always a little different than having a post game at 6 o'clock or I guess 5 o'clock your time, Dak, but relatively in the middle of the day, ain't no big thing. But like late night primetime games are so fun to react to for, an hour and a half, 2 hours after a game. So, boys, a pleasure. Any final thoughts? Just any bows you want to put on this before we get out of here?
Let's continue to stack them and let's continue to grow this network. We really appreciate the subscribers. For you guys tuning in. We can't do this without y'all, so thank you guys very kindly.
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback right off of that to throw this up just one more time. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. Like Dak said, we appreciate y'all. We have a lot of viewers in there, live right now. Come on, y'all. Take 5 seconds and subscribe. We just reached our goal and gave away a jersey. We got another giveaway coming up in just a couple hundred subscribers. So
it's coming.
Get your name in that hat because because it could be you getting, we don't know yet what we're giving away on the next one, but we're going to give away something cool. We just gave away an authentic jersey. Can't promise it's going to be quite that pricey, but we're going to find something cool to give that's going to be, really fun to have. Possibly, maybe not this one. But one of these.
We just want to make you guys feel appreciated, We
might possibly be giving away one of these beautiful, iced out Denver Broncos logos as part of that the next giveaway. Already in talks with the man who creates them to get us our hands on some for that.
Add to the chain gang.
Chain gang.
Chain gang. So make sure that you do that. Make sure you like and subscribe. There's a lot of people watching right now, and I guarantee not all of them are subscribed. So come on, take 5 seconds.
Let's have some
It costs
fun.
you nothing. And it can actually earn you something. That being said,
It'd be rude not to as well.
It would. It would be rude not to. You've hung out with us this long at, for me, 11:50 at night on a work night.
Yeah,
many moons. Big moon in the sky. But my final thought really is, I said it before, I said it at the beginning, and maybe it was somewhat of an overreaction. I am always the optimist of this network. I am the optimist guy all the time. I took a step back on that tonight, and I said some things that are definitely different than my norm, but I still feel them. And really what it comes down to, I'm still optimistic. I still think this team could make a push to, all the way. I think they could. But to my original point at the very beginning of the show, it's going to take some people taking a step back, looking in a mirror, and going, I know that I'm part of the problem. And then identifying that problem. The first step to help is admitting you have a problem in the first place. Find them, find the issues, admit it to yourself, and then say, what do I, whether you say to yourself, I need to fix it by doing this, or going to someone else and saying, what do I need to do to fix this? Get it fixed.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let your teammates down.
Yeah. And as Bronco Rock puts it, we didn't have no marbles. We didn't have.
The old man in a hook. I've lost my marbles.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You and I watched that movie until it wore out when we were kids, Jay.
What was his name? Toodles?
Toodles.
Toodles lost his marbles.
What are you doing? I've lost my marbles.
Oh
my god.
He really did lose his marbles, didn't he?
See, this is how you know it was a primetime game. Now we're quoting Hook. We've entered into the realm.
Robin Williams and freaking Dustin Hoffman. Dude, along with Julia Roberts.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That movie is pure gold.
It is.
That was a way back.
You're not wrong. But before this show gets any more off the rails, I'm ending it now.
Run home, Jack.
I am calling it now. There's no more room on the door. Get off, Jack. So here we go. This has been the Buck Your Feelings podcast. I appreciate everyone for being here. And again, as Johnny said earlier, please like, share, and subscribe. And you know what? Comment after the video's posted. You can still comment even if we're not live.
And you can find us on X and Facebook.
Well, that's true. I mean,
and the audio version of the podcast on all your favorite platforms.
That's also true too. But for us, Orange and Blue Network here, the Buck Your Feelings podcast. Go Broncos! A dirty, dirty night, but a dub nonetheless.
Even Broncos, bro.
Broncos, bro. I will end on that. That's a great end. Let's go.
Buck your feelings.